Yes. Good afternoon. The Parking Place Commission will start at 5:01 on February 14. Please get a call to order.
Yep. If you don't mind me doing a roll call, Chair Monzon,
Here.
Vice Chair Malfatti,
Present.
and Commissioner Abarca.
Here.
All are accounted for, Chair. Please proceed.
Thank you for this. Agenda review.
I think we have items from staff on here now, so that's the only thing we add at the end. So, but otherwise, no changes on the agenda from staff.
Okay. Any public comments?
As of 5 p.m. today, staff has not received any voicemails or emails regarding any items on the agenda this evening.
Thank you. Consent calendar.
Sir. Just going back, our consent calendar item is the approval of the regular meeting minutes from our last meeting, which actually happened to be November 8th. So if you should have been able to access it from the agenda, so we'll take any comments or edits, or if there are none, then we'll entertain a motion to approve and a second.
Okay, I approve.
That's a motion from Commissioner Abarca.
Yeah.
We have a second.
I can second. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Right. Thank you.
Let's do a thumbs up to the screen if you approve instead of a roll call. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Meeting minutes are approved.
Thank you. Administrative business.
Yes, the item we have tonight is our annual duties, which is to, at every first regularly scheduled meeting of the year, whenever we hold it, every commission is supposed to change over and then elect new chair, vice chair for the remainder of the year. So anyone can nominate and anyone can put their name forward. There's only a 3-member commission, so everybody gets a turn. And normally we do the vice chair taking over for duties for the next year. Or if I can see Jolene shaking her head already, so you are then allowed to nominate who would be. You can nominate for chair, and then we'll take a vote there.
Okay, I'm nominating Jolene.
I second that.
Okay.
I was gonna nominate Dana Barca.
I was last year.
No, and we need to nominate the vice chair, right?
Yeah, no, it's a commission's preference. So, but we did have 2 votes for Jolene as chair. So,
Okay.
are we okay with that, Jolene?
Sort of.
If it's any consolation, like the Parking Place Commission doesn't meet as often, but then you can nominate someone else for traffic safety, so you don't have to do that one because you are
Okay.
also vice chair there.
I know. Okay.
Okay. All right. So we have a nomination for to have Vice Chair Malfatti take on duties, and we have a second. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Jolene agrees. Yeah.
Luckily.
And then you get to then pick your other 2 commissioners for vice chair. So please go ahead then. Or someone you nominate.
I nominate Dana Barca for vice chair.
I'll second that.
Okay. Let's go thumbs up for having Vice Chair Abarca. Okay, there we go. Vice Chair Abarca. All right, there we go. That is that. So thank you, Chair Monzon, for getting us through last year. And then absolutely thank you and appreciate your work. So yeah, no, starting in our next meeting will be the new structure.
Awesome.
And that concludes this item.
Thank you. Items from the commission?
I have nothing.
Items from the staff?
Staff did have one announcement. So as you remember, I wouldn't say you remember. Since the pandemic started, we have been operating under a special provision of the Brown Act, which allows us to meet remotely, like through Zoom, we had like some other platform before. That provision, or that temporary provision of the Brown Act that was enacted by the state, is expiring February 28th. So that means the majority, or like pretty much all commissions that have been covered by these temporary provisions is no longer applicable. Thus, we go back to pre-pandemic, which means we meet in person. There are like the city was as city council a few weeks ago authorized the city manager to write a letter to the state to amend the Brown Act to allow for these teleconferencing options, which would make a lot of our lives easier for staff and for our commissioners. But as of February 28th, that will not be in place. So we will have to meet. So the next time we have a meeting of the Parking Place Commission, same with traffic safety, it will be in person. So just be aware, moving so after February 28th.
And would that be at the ECD?
Yes. So that's what we're trying to scramble and find out. Because pre-pandemic, we had it where in the courtyard. That was like my one time there when I met all of you. But now, since it will be in ECD, it'll likely be in the conference room here in the annex at 315 Maple, and we'll make sure to get that up. So we're working on that one, but it will be here at City Hall. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the update, Chris. Actually, if I can go back to items from the commission, are we planning to have the Brown Act training? I don't recall we had one in 2022.
Right.
I think in the past we used to have in the beginning of the year or sometime in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's something we're working with our city attorney team to arrange. If not for the next one, then the meeting in March, then for April, I think might be the more realistic time frame for that one. Or just because we want to save our city attorneys like saying the same thing to the overlapping commissioners, we usually have a special meeting of the two commissions of Parking Place and Traffic Safety for that specific Brown Act training. I think that's how we did it the year prior. So we'll do the same thing. So have a joint meeting of the, not special meeting, joint meeting of the Parking Place and Traffic Safety Commission, so that both commissions are present for that Brown Act training. So it's something we're trying to get on the books. We haven't confirmed it for March, but it's highly likely it'll be in April instead.
Thank you. And would it be possible to get from Public Works the updates on the parking meters and parking garage, so we can go back and see what are the incomes and expenses, just to see the where we are right now.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll reach out to Public Works and have them produce that information for you.
Thank you. Any commissioners wants to add anything or questions?
How well ventilated is that room at 350 Maple? Because at my other job, they're having notifications of COVID coming in almost every other day.
Pretty well ventilated. it's full of windows, that's for sure. And that's the thing, it's like, it's a very trial and error kind of issue, or not issue, but it's trial and error phase that we're about to go into. We're trying to make sure we're in contact with our city attorney team just to make sure that, like, okay, well, what about if someone wants to do, like, we're not allowed to do hybrid, like, so not everybody can Zoom in. So, but the expectation is that, like, things are fine. So we can try to figure out how to set it up that you're all not elbow to elbow with each other. And then, but yeah, no, it's an ongoing thing. Kelsey and I have a lot to figure out between now and our next meeting. So
Chris, is the coffee and cookies will be there too, like in the public works?
here's what they didn't tell us. They didn't tell us we have.
I'm
a
just
budget to
kidding.
do
I'm
any
just
of that.
kidding.
Yeah. We have water. That's for sure.
That's better for us. Huh?
But no,
All
if we
right.
have like the budget for refreshments, we'll make sure we have that.
That was just a
Did
joke.
Public Works give you refreshment? There's the other question. They didn't.
No, it was a joke. It was a joke. Well, thank you so much. And I think if we don't have any other comments, we're going to adjourn the meeting.
Adjourn at what time, Chair? 5:12 p.m. Is that correct, Chair Monzon? Yep. All right. We'll see you in a bit on traffic safety.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.